Alright guys, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead. So today we're going to be making mini blueberry muffins. Now, I will put all the macros like the calories, protein, carbs, all that stuff right below me here. And then I'll also have everything listed out ingredients wise in the description box with all of the macros next to it, like calories, protein per piece, so you see exactly what's going on. And that way if you want to sub something in and out, you can. So, my protein, who we usually go through to get our protein, doesn't carry a blueberry. So we're using the Machine Y, and it is the Blueberry Muffin. Now, any kind of blueberry powder will work. Just make sure that your calories are at or below 130. That will make sure that you're getting the correct calories we're stating in this. Anything you change or sub, you have to change the calorie count on this, okay? So, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put in 1 heaping scoop of protein powder. Okay? Now, in some of our other videos, we've been baking. You've seen us use pumpkin. We want the flavors to come out in this, so first of all, we're going to put in 1/3 cup of blueberries. I just took my fingers and kind of crushed these. You could try and blend them or something. I don't know, food process, but then you have to scrape them out. It's just not worth it to me. So we throw those in there. I've got 1/2 banana that I've already smashed up real good just to save time. The banana just lets the flavors come out of the blueberry. We have 1 tablespoon of truvia or whatever sugar substitute you would like to use, would be fine. We have 1/4 cup of flour. Right now we're using self-rising flour, but any kind will work. Okay. Now we're going to give that a little bit of a mix, just a little bit. And then what we're going to do as it starts to dough up a little bit is we're going to add 2 egg whites, all right? That's in there. Now before we even stir it, we're going to add 1 heaping tablespoon of unsweetened applesauce. Okay? Now we mix it all up real good. Generally, if you wanted to, you could probably throw this in like a blender cup or a mixer or something. At this point, it's kind of whatever you want to do. I kind of just like to whip it in my hands. Goes a little faster. Okay, now we're starting to get mixed in, so now is when I like to add my baking powder. Now, your baking powder, you're going to put in about 1/2 teaspoon. All right? And I just like to do it at that point because it seems to mix in a little better. Mix that in real good. And we're just making a batter for our muffins. Now we are making mini muffins. For me, it seems easier to count the calories on them. Because if I know I've got like 100 calories that I'm setting aside for a dessert, or if I want a light breakfast, I can just eat as many of these as fits my calorie count. Now, being that they're made the way they're extremely healthy anyways. Go look up a blueberry muffin, even a mini one. I promise you their numbers will be so much higher than this. The carbs will be at least 3 to 4 times the amount. Calories probably almost double, if not more. Alright. Now, what we're going to do at this point, man, I make a mess. This always works a lot better when my wife's here to clean up my mess. So, we get our trusty pan. Spray down our pan. Pull out our 1 tablespoon scooper. And we just start filling. Now I use about 3/4. I don't fill my tablespoon all the way up when doing these because they do rise. Oh yes, they rise. So about 1/2 to 3/4 of a way is usually plenty. There's no perfection to it. If you end up with a lot more or a lot less than normal, the total will be at the bottom on the description box. Take that and divide it by how many you came out with. If you made it exactly like ours, it's going to come out the exact same. Get these all ladled up into here. It's going to make just over half a tray of them, which is fine. And you're going to find that just about every one of them is going to have a blueberry in them, which makes it nice when you're eating them. I also don't feel bad at all giving 2 or 3 of these to my granddaughter as a snack, because they are decently healthy. That is, of course, when I can get them away from her grandmother. Because my wife definitely is a blueberry junkie, and I'll admit that I somewhat am too. I like my blueberry stuff, even with the fact that this is a little artificially blueberry from the protein powder. About everything nowadays is, so I don't complain. These are an excellent snack. These are the real deal, guys. You will taste these and you will say these are a blueberry muffin. This is just as good as anything you would get from Hostess or any of the other ones. Alright, so we came out one short. Not too bad. We'll get some variable sizes, I'm sure, but that's okay. So the oven's been preheated at 350. I'll get these things in the oven and then bring you back when they're done so you can check them out. But you can bet these are going to be good. Alright guys, and we're back. So it's been about 15 minutes. We better get these things out. Once the top starts to brown over, or you see the fruit kind of like start to bake in the top of it, it's time to pull them. Okay, you see how they've got the browning on them? That means they're ready. How's the fun part? Woo! Ouch. Okay, so our bottom's got a little done. But that's going to happen when you're using real blueberries. So, the trick with these is, since them bottoms got done so fast, is get them into the fridge as soon as we're done here. And they won't harden up bad. Ooh, hot though. Mmm. Alright guys. Cross section. Hopefully you guys can see that. A little bit of fruit inside. So this is actually a really good protein powder. It can be got at a reasonable price compared to some of the other cheaper, not so good ones. I'll leave an Amazon link, which will be an affiliate link, which helps the channel, down in the description box if you want to order some yourself. If not, follow the link, get all the information on it, go wherever you want to go and go buy it. Or if you know another place or a different kind of blueberry protein powder you like, feel free to go grab that. Any powder should work. Follow the same recipe. So, if you haven't already, please go down and hit that subscribe button. Smash the notification bell. That way you always get to see all of our upcoming videos. Lots of big things going on. This is just the start, guys. When spring gets here and we get full bore out there in the garden and the property and cutting up logs and everything else we got to do, it's going to be a wild ride. Make sure you come along with us. We'll see you next time.